Hello everyone, it's Imani. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss another video. And if you're already subscribed, thank you for watching this video. I know I've been MIA for about 2-3 months, and I sincerely apologize. Life just got the best of me and YouTube just kind of took was just put on the back burner, and I'm really sorry, but I'm back in effect. I have a bunch of videos planned out, so I won't go on this hiatus again, but I just wanted to say thank you for staying subscribed, and I hope you watch this video, and I appreciate all the support I've gotten from you all even while I was on my hiatus, so I really appreciate it. Today I wanted to come back with a school video. I haven't done a school video in a minute, and I just felt like, hey, coming back, it's about to be July, then August comes, and before you know it, people are back in school. So this school video is in particular to college students. This video is about picking out a major, and these are just tips that I wish I had took more into consideration when I was picking my major in college. Don't get me wrong, I love my major, but there's certain things with these tips that I give you that I didn't do that I wish I did, because I would have used my major to its maximum potential. I would have gotten the most out of it. So I just have 6 tips I hope you all enjoy, and let's jump into it. So the first thing I want to say is that picking a major in college is super hard, because you may be stuck between what your parents want you to do and what you want to do and what's actually going to secure the bag, if you get what I'm saying. Your parents may want you to be a doctor, a lawyer, and you may, want to pursue something in art, TV, film, where those careers are, sometimes you don't get a job right out of college. And then you got in the middle what's going to secure the bag, so being a doctor, a lawyer, anything in those fields are going to help you secure the bag. And then you got TV, film, art, where you can secure the bag, but it's gonna take a longer time to get there. So I completely understand why it can be hard picking a major, because you get torn between what's gonna secure the bag and what your passion really is. So my first tip for you is to wait. As a freshman in college, you don't really need to know what your major is. You can go in undecided. You can have an idea on what you want your major to be, but you're not going to take any major classes. So you may apply for a marketing program at the school that you're going into, and that may not be what you end up graduating with, but it is good that you have an idea. But I suggest wait. Your advisor may pressure you into taking a marketing 101 class. In my opinion, don't do it. You're a freshman. Enjoy your time being a freshman, because you don't get it back. The only year of college that you can repeat over and over and over is being a senior. Now, don't get me wrong, being a senior is the fun part, but you definitely do not get freshman year back. No matter how many times you're in school, you don't get freshman year back. So I suggest waiting. I suggest, if you want to do marketing, join a marketing club at your school. Take full advantage of the club fairs that they have, the organization fairs, because that's when you'll know what you really want to do. Waiting is it's just more helpful. It gives you time to think. You may be able to pick someone's brain about why they picked marketing and what the pros and cons is to it. So don't go in being one-sided and straight tunnel vision on your major. Definitely have tunnel vision on getting those grades, absolutely, but don't have tunnel vision on your major, because it may change. You may find out that you like public relations better, and they're similar but they're different at the same time, you know what I mean? So just try to have a broad horizon, especially your freshman year. Don't go in being one-sided. Be open to different majors. There are major fairs at schools. I know my school had one where you can kind of talk to people about different majors that are available at the school. So just don't be one-sided. Wait, you know, talk to peers, talk to professors, talk to advisors. They're there for you for a reason. That's what you pay for. You know, you don't pay for the friends, but you definitely pay for the professors and the advisors. So, you know, just pick someone's brain before you just, you know, make that decision and then you end up not liking it, and then you took a bunch of classes that don't go towards your new major, and then they're electives, but you could have took better electives. You get what I'm saying? So just be open-minded your freshman year, of course. Sophomore year, try to narrow it down a bit, but, you know, just be more open-minded. So tip number 2 I have for you is to do your passion. I kind of said this in the beginning of the video, but now I'm going to really like give my spiel on it. So you really need to do your passion. And I say this because, you know the saying, if you do something that you didn't, sorry, scratch that. If you do something you love, you never work a day in your life. And that statement is so true. I say this, do your passion, because sometimes, you know, I know we all are conditioned to believe if you go to college, you'll get a job right out. That is not the case for everyone. I hope that's not the case for you, but unfortunately that's the case for many. And there may be situations where you're doing your passion and you're not getting paid for it, but you love it and you're thankful for the opportunity that you have or that you get to do what you love. So I always suggest doing your passion. I know that sometimes your passion doesn't pay the bills, but you have to think of it in the long haul. You know, I really dislike, you know, when I hear people say, oh, I'm going to school to be a doctor, and they say because my parents told me to, and then, you know, they're doing a job that they don't like. And it's honestly, it's a disservice to people that need healthcare. You have a bunch of people in the healthcare field that don't like what they're doing, and they're not giving it their 110%. So that's why I say do your passion, because you have to do what you love. Like, you know, once you graduate college, unless you go get your master's or your PhD, you know, you start to hit the work field. And this is something that you're going to be doing for a long time, whether, you know, you're working for someone else or you decide to open up your own business. You have to put that grind work in before you actually see the results. You know what they say, the last thing on the tree to bear is the fruit. So, you know, you're planting the seeds for your future, but if it's not something you love, you're going to give up, or you're not going to give it your 110%, and you have to give your 110% into everything that you do. So that's why I suggest doing your passion, because it will pay off in the end. It may not pay off right then and there when you want it to, but it will if you give your 110%. But if it's not your passion, like I said earlier, you're not going to do that. So my tip number 3 is do something that you're good at but others are scared to do. And I say this because, you know, remember, when you graduate, there's like, I don't want, probably a million other, like, I'm not trying to be funny, but there's probably hundreds and thousands or a million people that are graduating with you. You kind of have to stand out from the rest. And so what I mean by that is, if you're good at building something or you're good at drawing, you may want to go be an architecture or an engineer. Those are popular fields that people are looking to fill positions in. So if that's something you're good at and you may find a passion for it, like if you do what I said in tip number 1, you know, wait and, you know, go to clubs and see if this is something you like to do, then you're kind of set pretty much, because there are people looking to fill these positions. If you're good with computers, an IT degree, people are looking to fill IT positions because the world is going digital. You know what I mean? So you have to, you know, do your passion, but also create your own lane, create your own avenue. If you know that this is something you're good at and there's not a lot of people going down this lane, go down that lane, because you can actually, you know, because it's a demand for those positions, you can negotiate your salary. It's just you have a better chance on, you know, deciding your future, you know, and you may be able to really thrive, you know, more than your peers do if you do something that, you know, a lot of people aren't doing but you're really good at. So, you know, take that into consideration when you're picking a major as well. So my next tip is to know what you really want to do after college. And honestly, that's very hard, but knowing what, you know, kind of having an idea like, you know, I really want to move to, let's say, Texas or California when I graduate. Like, that's something you know you want to do. Kind of just giving yourself an idea. Well, you can say, well, what jobs are in California? What jobs are in Texas? You get what I'm saying? So kind of, it's very hard. I mean, I'm 23 and I still don't really know what, you know, what I'm going to do with my life. You know, I'm still trying to figure it out. But just having a slight idea helps me navigate through life and navigate my road to success a little bit more. So just kind of get an idea. You know, you could say, well, you know, by 25 I want to, you know, have a lot of investments in real estate, you know, but you know, just having those ideas can help you maybe pick a minor in finance or a minor in real estate, or you get what I'm saying? So just kind of getting an idea, kind of mapping out your life. I will say, when you map out your life, God may laugh at you because he may have better plans for you, but at the same time, we don't always know his plans. So sometimes it helps us as individuals, helps our minds to kind of know what we want to do. So I just suggest, you know, if you're a freshman in college or a senior in high school, just say, well, 5 years from now, I want to be here. Or 5 years from now, I expect to be doing this. And it will kind of help you navigate and, you know, narrow down what majors would work for you. So tip number 5 I have for you is researching the careers that fall under your major. So for example, let's just say you're a criminal justice major. That is kind of a broad field. You can do a lot of things with that degree, but knowing it, you know, that you could that you can be a police officer, you can work for the federal government, FBI, customs, TSA, you know, or you can be a lawyer. You know, a lot of people get criminal justice degrees and then go off to law school, but knowing your options helps you a lot more because, you know, when you get out, you're not one-sided and you're just not looking at one career. You know, you have various options. So knowing that you have a lot of options will help you also pick your major, because if you pick a major where it's like, this is all that you can do when you get out, you're like, ugh, do I really want that for myself? No, I want to be able to be versatile. I want to be able to try different avenues of you know, careers and, you know, alter my success, you know, to fit me best. So knowing what options you have is helpful. So you know, you can research this if you're in high school, you can research this while you're in college, but do a lot of research so you aren't, you know, always, you know, when you graduate on Indeed looking at the same positions. You know, you can be like, you can alter your career search so you know what careers you can have with your degree. So my last tip is to look up the coursework before deciding your major. And I say this because some schools' coursework for their major, it's like, sheesh, like, I don't know if I could do that. I know people where their major requires them to have an internship, and they may work a full-time job, and it's like, well, how am I supposed to have a full-time job and have an internship? That's nearly like impossible unless you're the people that you have, unless your job or your internship works with you and says, okay, well, we can do this day and blah, blah, blah. But my point is that you need to know the coursework, because if your situation doesn't allow you to complete your coursework, what are you going to do? I always say, look at what the requirements are, because that can also give you a map on how long it's going to take you. You know, to finish school in 4 years is not easy at all. Honestly, you have to sometimes do summer school, whatever the case is, because of the way your coursework is set up. Some schools require you to take, well, honestly, all schools, they have prereqs for each class, and you have to take this class in this order, and if it's not offered in the summer, or it's offered but your work schedule doesn't match, you know, things like that. So I always suggest just looking at the coursework so you can get an idea on how long it's going to take you, and if you're able to even have this major. All right, everyone, that sums up this video. Thank you for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you got to the end of this video and you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. I really appreciate y'all for sticking with me. I'm back, I promise. So I'll see you in my next video. All right, love you guys. Bye.